Hello everyone, it's Brenton and I'm back for Game 4 to call Game 4 against Ottawa and Boston. An elimination game. Boston, it's a do or die game for them. Is there one more of these? Is there two more? Is this the last game? Injuries create adversity for Boston. That has been the story really. There we go, Bergeron, 3 games played. He's the story, 7 games now without a goal or an assist, so nothing for him. Mike Smith and Brizgalov, there's the save percentage differences. See, the same percentages, and that isn't. There's a little bit of a difference there, but the thing is, it's goals against. He's just been facing too much shots, Brizgalov, and there you go. As you can see with the injury, the only new injury is Blake Wheeler. Again, he's out. So, but Morris comes into the lineup, and here we go. Ottawa, Boston, Game 4 in Boston, elimination game. These are always the toughest games for teams to put them away. Do Boston go with the mindset of, well, we're not coming back, it's 4 down, it's going to be too hard, or do they try? Anyway, after winning that face-off, Richards comes into the zone, he just gets skedaddled. Kessler passes up to Burrows, Burrows makes the zone, and Phaneuf hits straight where he's left off. Pass up by Martin to Camilleri. Camilleri goes into the zone, holds it up here, trying to find a free player, trying to find something that he can get it off to. Fires by Phaneuf off the pipe! And Brizgalov gets it behind his leg. Oh, mercy. Did we almost have a goal? Dion Phaneuf just whipped one. How did that not go in? Oh, it almost came in off Brizgalov's back as well. It could have done anything. Briz has let in early goals in the first 2 games. In the 3rd game he was stellar, but still couldn't hold on the lead. Klesler's got it now. Klesler can't hold it. Turns it over. Backus is now skating it up to Prospel. Prospel gaining the zone. Oh, and he gets absolutely turned inside out by John Michael Isles. What a hip check that was. But he turns it over here. Prospel's got it. Mad scramble in front, but it's worked out by Lyles, who stops up. Gives it to Glencross. Glencross trying to cut into the zone here. Glencross trying to find something he can do. Passes back to the D. Klesler fires one. It gets rebounded off Bergeron. Heads wide and it gets moved out of the ice by Backus to Jackman. Jackman to Doan. Doan going in the zone. He gets absolutely thumped. And once again this... Oh, John Michael Isles getting a little bit risky there. The risk might have paid off. Chris Kunitz now coming into the zone. Makes a shot. Briz almost overskated it. Just a simple little shot and Brizgalov almost overskated it, but he made the save. Enough to do it. Richards now been amazing on these face-offs. Pass now to Martin. Fires! They've got good luck from that point. They're going to keep using it. They're waiting for the tip-ins. Brizgalov makes a nice save. No rebound. Steve Sullivan. There you go, leading scorer. 3 games, 4 points. He has been stellar as we count down almost halfway through to the first period. Here we go. Richards wins another one. But, oh, Phaneuf win it. I almost said Bergeron. Now he's getting there. Going to Martin. Martin skittling it off wide to Camilleri. Camilleri now trying to just hold the puck here. Camilleri into the zone. Fires one. There looks to be an injury on the ice. I think it's Couture. Couture's heading off. So now Ottawa have some adversity to get over here. They've already have a couple of injuries going into the series, but thus far been injury free. Holds up the puck here. Holding, trying to find a play or just something that they can do. Daly can't hold the line and it is offside. Couture off injured's a big loss for this team down the road. You'd think thus far this series has been quiet, but you'd have to imagine that wouldn't stay the same. But you know, we'll take a look here. Kunitz now trying to make a little bit of a deep move, just trying to get something. Glencross all alone. Glencross scores! Top shelf. Brilliant pass by Kunitz, but he shouldn't be alone in the slot, and it is 1-0, 7:23 to go on the first. And Kunitz and Bergeron get the assist. Kunitz with the primary one, and Glencross just bang, slap shot, straight in on the one-timer. He should not be alone in that slot like that. Bad play by Hunter. He scored the first goal by Boston, but right there he almost nullified that play by letting that goal in. An elimination game, Ottawa, who have been stellar throughout this whole series, have a lead. Now you got to wonder what will happen now, because Stevie Sullivan almost cut in, got floated. Jokinen got hit. John Michael Isles fires one, it gets blocked. McDonald, mad scramble again. Boy, Sullivan almost gets it. Boy, wasn't Was that something similar? John Michael Ellis fires one, scores from the slot. He slaps it. He's a scorer on the blue line, and he puts it through Brizgalov, and it is now 2-0. Sullivan, McDonald getting the assists. And there you go, Sullivan keeping his point streak alive for this playoff. He has been stellar thus far, but look at this slap shot. Screened by Jackman. What are you doing? Get out of the way. Brizgalov going back to the old trend of letting in goals early. It is now 2-0. Going in. Oh, could be 2-0 going into the locker room into the second. This is not the start, but Boston, the Boston fans, Boston people watching at home, anyone related to Boston did not want to see this at all. Foided by Cole. Cole Kessler gets blocked by Martin. Big block there. Brilliantly played, actually. And now passes it up the ice. You wonder why there's so much free room here. Glenn Cross. Score! Shot on. You almost thought he was going to score. He's been able to do that a few times. I pulled the trigger a little bit early on the score. Here we go. Face off 6-7. Bergeron now coming in. He wins another one. To Klesler. Klesler fires it. It skittles wide. Nice save by Brizgalov, but another rebound made. Pass across the ice to Doan. Doan gets hit, but he dunks it in. Missed by Lyles. Shot in front. Doan can't get it. Klesler gets it out, but he gets thumped. Prospel's now got it. Prospel trying to get on the net. Loose puck. Scores! Vinny Prospel, sorry. And the Ottawa Senators just couldn't hold the puck. And there's life in Boston yet. Unassisted goal. 33 seconds to go in the game. They just couldn't hold it up here. They couldn't get control at all. And he just got wrister all the way up top shelf. Just look at that. Just absolute panic from Ottawa. They couldn't do anything at all. A few good chances. I think it's about fair that that went in. And now Ottawa is starting to think, well, it's not off to the second round just yet. It's not as simple as just winning this game and that's it. You're off to the second round. Congratulations. There are things that you have to do beforehand. Steve Sullivan with 2 seconds to go. And one, he tries to slap shot and he gets bowled over. And that's the end of the first period. Ottawa lead 2-1. Going into the second period, they lead the series 3-0. So Boston, you would think, would need a goal here, but here's a look at the sum up of the game. Glenn Cross whacking one in there. Lyle's getting way too free. It's just bad defense. That's all it is. But Ottawa couldn't hold strong their own. They wanted to go in with that lead, that 2-0 lead. They couldn't do it. It's now 2-1. We'll go through the stats. 9 shots to 3. The time of attack has almost been doubled, and passing 100% for Ottawa. 100% passing. That is mind-boggling that they have not missed a pass yet. So that says a lot about this team and just what they want to achieve. They want this win. Boston fans trying to reel their club into sending their team home. Send them back to a game 5. Burrows gets a chance. Loose puck and it goes in. Burrows kicks up his own rebound. Smith lets it in, and now he's let in 2 goals of 4 shots. Again, not the best defensive play, but he picked up his own rebound and it went in. Cole got the primary assist. And look at this from Burrows, just wanting it to go in. The puck has eyes, and within the space of roughly about a minute, or 2 minutes, a minute 32 into the hockey game, we have a tie game. Suter gets the second assist, and boy do we have a game. It is now 2-2. This lead has been eradicated. Now Sullivan cuts in, fires one, he scores, and he gives them a lead. Stevie Sullivan has done it again. Unbelievable game. To and fro thus far. Steve Sullivan, Klesler Jokinen with the assist, but it was all him. Just pulling back, going the top shelf with the wrister, and he nailed it. Boy, has he been good. This playoff round has just belonged to Stevie Sullivan. Again, free agent picked up halfway through the season. No one wanted him. 30 clubs, no one wanted him. Ottawa took a chance on a not the best contract in the world. It's what he wanted, but now we have a lead. Ottawa have a lead. So now coming into the zone, trying to hold it here. Oh, can't get there. Doan gets it. Ottawa's got to be a bit better at managing the puck, you would think. Doan cuts it in. Jackman fires it wide. No need for Smith to make a save there. He hasn't been good. You wonder if Bishop gets a go. Ben Bishop. McDonald skating in for the forward puck. Trying to get it on the net. McDonald fires one. It gets blocked. It gets forwarded quite easily by Jackman. Jackman gets it out to Doan, who has a little step on the D. He gets into a good shooting position. Smith robs him with the glove. Prospel forces the turnover. Sutter shoots wide. McDonald now just trying to steady the ship here. Mike Camilleri trying to do something here. Mike Camilleri fires one. Brizgalov fights it off short side. Richards now tries to hold it. Gets beaten by Cole. Martin gets into the zone. Brizgalov makes a great glove save. He cut across. Great glove save. Absolute madness as we approach the halfway point of the game and the halfway point of the second period. This is anyone's game. Ottawa has the lead thanks for Stevie Sullivan. Again. Boy, has he been good. He's done everything that you could possibly want from a third liner. Some people would say he probably shouldn't be on the third line with the team with the team and the players that this team has. Phaneuf gets it out. Camilleri has a little step in the D. He has done not very much this series. Trying to get it to a pass to Glencross. He can't do anything with it. Pass up to Glencross now. Glencross going into the zone. Brizgalov holds strong. Holds the zone quite well. Robitaz. Oh, he gets bowled over, but it's a penalty. It is a penalty. I'm not sure on what. It might have been charging. Is that a charging call? It wasn't a good call either way. Look at that. Just absolutely trucks him. And yes, charging a 2-minute minor. This is not what they wanted. Boston need to kill this penalty off. They do not want to go down in the third. They eradicate 1 2-goal lead. I don't know if they can do it again. Well, they've got a 2-on-1 here. Backus going into the zone and Lyles just thumps him. And now pass up to Michael Ryder. Ryder gets into the zone himself. Another right-handed skater. Gets into the zone. Richards, I don't know what happened there. The puck went wide. I think it was a pass intended for Richards. Smith goes to play the puck. Loose pass. It's a bit of a scary moment there. Chris Kunitz coming into the zone. Kunitz. He can't pull the trigger on it. Kunitz tries to pull it there. Saved by Brizgalov. Shot out of the zone by Boston. They avert danger for a brief period, but it's going to come straight back in, you would think. Chris Kunitz, the man who got frauded in the last chance. Slapper! And it heads up high. Richards makes a bit of an interference play. Not called. Kunitz trying to get this puck. Glencross trying to hold up Jackman. He does. Glencross ends up with the puck. Glencross pass to Lyles. Lyles, Phaneuf fires it, but it was a bit of a slow chance. Phaneuf now, big slap shot, scores! I don't know if Brizgalov was taken out on the play. He was well out of position. Phaneuf gets 2 of the game. It's 4-2. Bergeron and Lyles with the assists. Look at this pass by Bergeron and just bang, a low slap shot. I'm not sure what happened to Brizgalov. Was he just screened on the play? Or was he actually taken out? I'm guessing it was just a screen, but he was nowhere near that puck. Kunitz really should get an assist for that. He's played well without getting the point there. Nice screen there, but you're now looking at a game where it is two-goal lead. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Robitaz now gets it up the ice to Sullivan. Stevie Sullivan, see if he can do something now. Steve Sullivan fires one. Boy, he has been good. Steve Sullivan makes another great move there. In case you haven't noticed, Couture has not returned to the game. I assume that will be the case for the rest of the game. Now coming up to the zone, Kovasu needs something here. One of them needs something. Loose puck. There's a race for it. Suter will get there first. Suter's now with a minute to go to Backus. Backus coming into the zone. Tries to make a slap shot. He gets bolted over and out. Scotty Upshaw. Upshaw spins. Nice little spin move there. Knuble with a double chance. He can't put either of them away. A great setup by Upshaw, however. And that will be it for the second period. 1 period to go. Ottawa have a 2-goal lead. It's what they wanted going into the first. It was taken from them, but they got it back after it was a tie game. Smith letting in that goal. Just couldn't get the pad down in time. But this is the call here for Phaneuf. Just a low bomb. Just went in. Brilliant shot. Low. Faster than them after a very slow wrister. It is now 4-2. And, well, It's 20 shots to 6. Time of attack, all Ottawa. The passing's gone right down, which I think is a good sign for Ottawa. Face-offs 10 to 5. So Ottawa needs Boston needs shots. Ottawa just needs to hold this period out. That's all they need to do. Richards now facing off against Kessler. Boy, have we seen that a lot this series. And Kessler gets the win. Suter comes into the zone. Suter dunks it in. Martin now skates it around. Phaneuf can't get it out. Cole has the puck now. Cole trying to set up. Suter, tip in, it goes in! Kessler has been quiet all series, gets a goal, and Boston have life again. And again, a minute 34 into the third period. It's a minute 32 last time. It was a bit of a nothing shot. It was wide. Kessler somehow got this on net. Slap shot by Suter. It was heading wide. And then Kessler got it low, went 5-hole. And all of a sudden we got ourselves a game again. Mike Smith, who hasn't been very good. He lets in another. What does Ottawa do with him? Jokinen now makes this play. Sullivan gets robbed by Brizgalov, who makes a diving, sprawling play. Loose puck in front. Sullivan gets laid out. Is Sullivan injured? Did Sullivan just get injured? It might have been. Bacchus gets robbed. Boy, is that a big loss if Sullivan's out. He's been great for this team. Jokinen going in the zone. Camilleri can't get it done. He can't put it away. Brizgalov sees that there's hope for this team. But boy, those two injuries could really hurt. Richards now. 15:21 to go. There's one goal separating this. Camilleri. Martin fires it. It doesn't go. Doesn't get on net. Daly's trying to get it out. He's getting bumped here. Getting a few shoves. Phaneuf trying to make a shove. Oh, good play by Cole, but it was just too hot, that pass. Martin gets a nice hit on. Camilleri now has the puck. Trying to get the puck out of here. Camilleri, he can't get it. Yeah, I think he was taken out a little bit by Glencross, but the pass will come out now. Kessler's got it. Kessler coming in the zone. The man that scored the last goal. Is there a bit more magic on his stick? It's loose. Poke check by Martin. That might have been a game-saving poke check, you could have thought. Paul Martin coming into the zone. Trying to find Camilleri. He scores! It's now 5-3. Camilleri, the man who's been quiet all game, gets a lovely feed through two defenders. And it's just an easy one-timer. Brizgalov can't hold that. Nice little deke. Beautiful. Paul Martin just held him up. Look at Brizgalov here. Just too far out, and he realizes it. It's now 5-3. Their defense, their goaltending has not been great, but their goal scoring has. Martin with the only assist, and you wonder, is that it? Is there another run? Is there one more run from Boston to give this game hope? Oh, and it's a breakaway to Doan. Doan coming on net. Doan trying to get there, and he scores! He rips it past Smith, and it's now 5-4 with exactly 10 minutes to go in the third. John Michael Lyle's trying to dive. Shane Doan gets it all alone after the shot just rebounds out to him. And Smith just can't save it. Smith has not played well this game at all. Lyle's tried to get in the way. He couldn't do it. And now all of a sudden there is still life. The Boston crowd on the edge of their seats. No fingernails left. As now the play resumes again. Michael Ryder gets a shot on net. It gets rebounded by Brizgalov. Upshaw skates round, just trying to find something. Robinaz gets it in. Tip in! Ryder almost had the securer there. You'd think one more could put this team away. Robinaz thumps Hunter. Upshaw. Is there a hero for Boston? Is there a hero for Ottawa? One of them needs it. Upshaw. Ryder can't get it either. Hunter gets it out. Hedger. Upshaw gets blocked, shotted. Ryder now trying to make that save, trying to stop it. Robita's going back. Happy to just waste a bit more time. Dunks it in. It's now Scotty Upshaw. He'll win the race to the puck. Passes it round. Robita's gets it. Gets a shot on net. Tries to. It gets blocked. It gets frauded. Bergeron now gets put down to his knees. Ryder with a chance, and it gets saved by Brizgalov. Upshaw trying to turn over the puck again. Possible trying to get in the zone. He gets thumped. I wonder how many times Possible's gone down. And now Salvador fires one. It heads way over the top. Crossball now. 2 minutes to go. Bergeron fires! An easy save by Brizgalov, but a bad turnover nonetheless. It is now Kunitz! He scores! With a pass into the slot, and Brizgalov can't track it again. And again, another free player in the slot, and that should be it. They're going to pull their goalie and try it, you'd think, but Glencross with a huge check passes a perfect take-to-take pass to Kunitz, and Kunitz just ripped it in. He shouldn't be alone in the slot. Kunitz gets his first goal of the series. He probably deserved it after this game, and the game is 6-4 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Brad Richards, the first line coming out now. Richards wins the face-off. With a minute 50 to go, dunks the puck in. Oh, Brizgalov fumbles the puck. It's a minute 25, offensive zone face-off. Ottawa not taking any chances, but you wonder what's going to happen here. Dion Phaneuf being featured here. With one goal, one off the post. Couldn't get it in. Here's another shot. Almost there. That was the one that went wide, and then just boom. Just a low, flat rocket. No saving that. It's turned up to hold up for a bit. 11 shots on net for Boston, 4 goals. That's the story. The story is a couple of injuries. But it's not over yet. Camilleri just thumped a Boston player there in the background. 50 seconds to go. They pull their goalie. It is now Glencross trying to get the puck here. Boston making the run for it now. Sutter gets it on net. Tip in. Call, it's loose. He can't get it in. No one can. Richards passes it up to Camilleri, and he scores! And that's it. Ottawa proceeds to the second round, 7-4. Unless there's another goal in the 38 seconds, but what is for sure is the fact that they'll proceed on. Richards and Glencross get the assists. Camilleri only just onside there as he puts it into the net. Oh, I think that's a bit shady. Boston might be a bit ripped off there, but the comeback was doubtful. Jokinen's line will come out for the last time in this game. Just try, maybe get another goal, pad a few totals up here. With 30 seconds to go. Upshaw! He tries to get something here. Jackman trying to stay out there, get a bit of pride for Boston. They played well this game. They just couldn't get it done. And now John Michael Isles rockets one. It doesn't go. Brizgalov makes a great save. Bacchus comes into the zone. Bacchus gets thumped. Boy, a 3-goal lead with 11 seconds to go, and they're still hitting. They're ready to hit anything that moves. Dion Phaneuf, another featured player here. Shot off the pipe. We'll show you it again. Just that little janky shot. That was the one just before. And then this. The rocket. Just bang. Dion Phaneuf. Probably the player of the game in my mind. A lot of hits, a lot of plays. It's too bad Stevie Sullivan couldn't finish. That is such a big loss for this team. Glencross coming in the zone with 6 seconds to go. He's going to try and make a move. He shoots it. Brizgalov fights it off. And that'll be it. Mike Smith celebrates even though he didn't have the best last game. The Ottawa Senators move on with a few questions. A few questions going in the second round. Boston put up a little bit of a fight, but in the end of the day they got swept. Game 3 and 4 they fought much harder in Boston, but they couldn't get it done. Mike Smith moves on here as we go down Handshake Alley, paying their respects to the fallen comrades that won't be accompanying them in the second round. And Mike Smith there doing quite well with Brizgalov. Outplayed really with Smith versus Brizgalov, although in this game it wasn't all that. But that's all she wrote, folks. So the next time you'll be seeing us, it will be Game 1, Round 2, Eastern Conference Semi-Finals. Unsure on the player, unsure of the team that we're versing. It will be a user team, so we'll see how that turns out. Anyway guys, it's been a pleasure. Have a great day.